we're here to do a race to Indy NXT or Indy Lights car. I've spent most of the week getting my head around it, really enjoy it, but there's a few little I've picked up along the way. So ready to do a race, and this has been a very, very popular week. And I get in here and it's a 7-car race with a low strength field. It's quite frustrating, but that's how the cookie crumbles. Still need to do the business, and I always measure myself against myself. So I get everything just right. Probably I'm aiming for a 12-1 something. Anything under a 12-5 I'd be happy enough with. What I've learnt that I need to play around with the bars a bit. This car is like Goldilocks, it's got the perfect amount of power. It's a handful, but it's not stupid at the same time. Quite the wild ride around here.
Green flag, green flag. Okay.
You need first gear in that last corner, which makes accelerating out very difficult.
One more lap.
Yeah, trying to put my time off this
12.863.
If you hit apexes instead of dodging. I'm not hitting the time I want to do this now. 2, so that's decent enough.
There's the flag. It's over.
0.15 off the best I just we'll come back under qualifying. Right, up the pole, did a roll.
1 lap to green. Line up on the left side. You've got more than enough fuel. Pit road is closed right now. The estimated strength of field is 1,607.
What do I...
Waiting on the final car to grid. Everyone's gridded.
I'll try to do some races in this car this season. So, very fun. We'll be spending most of my time this season on oval. Cold tyres in this, a bit rough. Try and do something to get a bit of heat into them. Also, I have the bars changed as I left them where they were for quali. You need them there for the first 2 or 3 laps. Get the car to turn.
Catch the pace car. Get ready, going green. Pace car is off, time to do your job. Green flag, green flag.
We also have a push to pass button. I don't know if that gets activated. One lap down, now we can push just a little bit more.
17.339. There's an incident behind.
Yes. There's no difference in the setup between this and quality. Can't bring myself to drive this fast. I should.
You've got the fastest lap.
So that was a bit of a trap, because there's no change to Seca. I thought it left the bars and the brake bars where I had it in qualifying. It did not.
14.041.
Yes, I had no turn. Brakes were no good.
13.426. .088. You've got the fastest lap. .151.
I have to go to the bars page every time to check that I've actually changed it. Because it does not change. Really surprised how bad my pace has been in the race. Even put into one side the issue with having the wrong bars and brake bars at the start. .365. looking ahead to next week. SRX at U6.
13.908.
Potentially got Arca at Wilkesboro. I'm keen to try and get one in. But with the rescan, it's made North Wilkesboro quite difficult because there's all the signage and markers for braking points as well. PCC at the new track in Mexico. Also in a bid to try and tick off Kentucky. I'll be racing the 87s at Kentucky, or at least attempting to.
13.871. We're in a podium position.
On that quest I have 15 tracks left. Next week I have the chance to tick 3 off with U6 and Kentucky. Every chance at only one, if that gets ticked off. But I'll give each of them a go. After that I have another 3 to attempt. It doesn't rain but it pours.
14.36. .784. You have about 5 laps of fuel left. 14.046.
Why it's probably for the best range up this sort of field. Despite being able to do 15 laps in the 12s or even high 11s in my beers. Practice come the race, I don't think I've even hit half 12.
One more lap to win.
I think I've got some work to do if I'm going to do this in a proper field.
13.969.
Last lap. Embarrassment.
You won. Awesome job.
Thank you, guys. Too fast for me.
Monster energy. See right. To ride home about here, we had incidents 9 and an almost 7 iRacing. 88 champion points. Bit of a fizzer all round. 7-car field. There was a number 5 guys around the 3k range practice session beforehand. Unfortunately, they all decided too cool for school. So it was just me and my lonesome. Yeah, not the most exciting one, but technically another car ticked off and another series ticked off. Pushed. Catch you in the next